It's Friday, we did it, everybody. Welcome along to House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. We've had an extraordinary week this week in the House of Games. Somebody today is going to walk away with this trophy right here. It's going to be one of these four players, and they are Andrea McLean, Phil Wang, Rita Simons, and Adil Ray. Welcome back. Well, normally I have to go along the line and talk about who's won various points and who's ahead. Everyone's won a day, which is absolutely delightful. Rita, you won yesterday, finally completing the set.
I finally got my moment.
How did that feel?
Fabulous, and I got a onesie.
You did get a onesie, didn't you? House of Games onesie. But it was nice because everyone had won a day. Yeah. And I know you were sitting there thinking, I'm never going to take one. And it was a beautiful performance. It was lovely to see.
Thank you.
Adil, you won on Tuesday. A quieter show for you yesterday.
Yes.
But today is double points Friday.
Saving it till the last.
It'll be a very good day to win. Shall we take a little look at the leaderboard as it stands? So here's how we are. Andrea has 9, Rita and Adil, you both have 10. Phil is in the lead with 13, but with 8 points for a win. Today is the day to win. You feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm feeling fairly confident. But,
I think it's difficult, isn't it, because everyone's won one.
We're all winners.
Let's say you're all as clever as each other.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you to say that, because I'm currently at the bottom.
That is a nice way of putting it. Phil, you are our leader. So you've got those points to protect. But again, you haven't won since Monday.
No, I haven't.
Won on Monday, but then a series of second place.
I've been consistent with the second.
Yeah.
But maybe all falls apart today, who knows?
I mean, that would be great telly if it did. I mean, I don't want to tell you about to do your job, but boy, oh boy, the viewers would love that. Just, you know, really keep us on tenterhooks. Andrea, so everyone's won a prize. Well, which is lovely. You got the best prize, which was the wheelie luggage. Should we take a look at today's prizes? As well as the trophy, we've also got a daily prize to give away. There is a deck chair there. There's sparkling wine. I say wine. There are slippers. There is the cologne, very similar to the wine in a lot of ways. And there is the Richard Osman doll there as well.
It's just amazing, isn't it? Look what we could win.
What would you go for? The deck chair's kind of nice.
Deck chair.
It's handy, isn't it? Lovely in the summer.
Yeah.
Listen, been a terrific week. Really, really competitive week as well. A win for everybody. Someone's going to walk away with this trophy at the end of today. Who is it going to be? Should we find out?
Yes.
Okay, let's play our first round today on our final of House of Games. It is King of the Jumble. Fingers on buzzers, please. I'm going to ask you 2 questions at a time. The answers are anagrams of each other. OK? Give me both of the answers to these, please. Fast 3-beat horse gait and sugary fluid collected by bees to make honey. Rita.
Pollen gallop.
Incorrect, I'm afraid.
Pollen.
Are gallop and pollen anagrams of each other?
No.
No. I mean, that's
No,
good.
I was just...
No.
Phil.
Canter, nectar.
Canter and nectar are the correct answers. Well done.
I get
the same thing. I was thinking the same
I liked how forceful you were saying it was pollen and gallop, though. That was, if there were points for forcefulness, you'd be leading. Next two, the answers are anagrams to each other, but what are the answers? Craig Logan and Goss Twins boy band and spherical objects or balls. Yes, that is Rita.
Orbs and Bros.
Oh, well done.
Orbs and Bros.
Well
done. Orbs and Bros. There you are, next two. What is this? And in Greek mythology, the queen of the Olympian gods. Phil.
Hare and Hera.
Is that right? It is, well done. I was trying to think of something in Greek mythology that was an anagram of rabbit.
Same.
That was, I was getting nowhere. Here are your next two questions. The answers are anagrams, but what are they? Favourite food of Winnie the Pooh's friend Piglet and TV drama starring Wagner Moura as Pablo Escobar. Does anyone know one of them?
I know one of them, but I don't...
Which one do you know?
Oh.
Phil.
Acorns and Narcos.
Acorns and Narcos.
I knew Narcos, wasn't it?
Yeah. I kept thinking, I was thinking Ozark, but I knew it was, I kept thinking Ozark, yeah.
Here are your next two questions. 1982 film centred around a video game. And what is this song?
I thought I saw a man brought to
Rita.
Torn.
Yes.
And.
I'm going to have to time you out, I'm afraid. You need to know both of them before you buzz in. Oh, Phil, that is outrageous. Look at Adil there.
It is torn and tron.
Torn, Tron was the answer.
Yeah, I thought.
I know my games, and I know my torn. What who's saying?
Natalie and
Natalie
Brulia.
Brulia, of course.
You know you're Natalie and Brulia.
Yeah. Natalie, what's her name?
Here are your next two. Number system that uses the digits 0 and 1. And nickname of the intellectual glasses-wearing Smurf. Adil.
Binary and brainy.
Must be, sure.
Oh, very
Binary and Brainy.
So good.
Well played, Adil.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Final question in this round. What are the two answers here? First character mentioned in Wind in the Willows. And furry red Muppet with a falsetto voice. That is Phil.
Mole and Elmo.
Yeah.
Of course.
Very
Mole
good.
and Elmo.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well played. Phil, that was a very good round for you, I think. Shall we take a little look at the scores from behind our hands? Here we go, one round down.
Oh,
Now, this is
wow.
like Monday, isn't it? On Monday, you all had 0,
Phil.
apart from Phil, who had 5.
He's back.
And he's
Phil's
done something
back.
similar. Andrea, yet to
Yeah.
get off the mark.
I know.
1 point for Rita and Adil, but Phil Wang has 5 points. Great round for Phil. Well played.
Well done.
Anna Wang's.
4 rounds to catch him up. Round 2 today is... All in the details. It's a pairs game. The player in last place gets to choose their partner. Andrea, you are in
Right.
last place at the moment. Who would you like to play with?
Oh, Rita, we haven't played, have
I'm going to go with Rita.
More for you.
Andrea, if you'll swap places with Adil.
Yep.
Adil, welcome.
Oh, hello.
Here we
This,
go.
I'm in the seat number 1.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, this is amazing.
All mod cons.
Still can't quite touch.
No, that's in my contract. Adil and Phil, you are a team. Rita and Andrea, you are a team as well. Now, before the show, you helped me with a little task, and that was you had to complete some clues. Okay, and those clues were all sporting related. Adil, we're going to start with you. Phil completed 3 clues, and if you can decipher those clues, they will lead you to a sports person.
Sports
Okay, person
sports
connected
person.
with sport. So, Adil, who is this sports person with clues completed by Phil? She is famous for competing in, according to Phil, the Olympics.
Okay.
Narrowing it down nicely for you.
Yeah.
She won a silver medal at the, according to Phil.
No, come on. I mean, come on.
I mean, there was such a crushing inevitability to that being the answer. Everyone at home was thinking, oh,
sorry.
I hope he said Olympics.
I tried so hard.
And your final clue, if you haven't got it already,
Yeah.
is she received her Olympic medal from her dad, therapist,
I'm sorry.
accountant.
I'm so sorry.
She's certainly been at an Olympics at some point. that has been covered, I think.
I'm going to go Sally Gunnell. Did Sally Gunnell win a silver?
Okay, you're going to say Sally Gunnell. Phil, is Sally Gunnell the correct?
Oh, it isn't. I'm so sorry.
Not, I'm afraid. What was the correct answer? Do you remember?
Zara Tyndall.
Zara Tyndall, Zara Phillips. Yeah,
Oh, well, I'd never have
absolutely.
got that. I don't-
The only clue there was someone who would have received an Olympic medal from her something.
Right, oh, I see.
Princess Anne gave her the Olympic medal. She won a silver medal at the London 2012 Olympics and famous for competing in equestrianism. Rita, Andrea, before the show, helped complete 3 clues. And
Hopefully she was
they
more
will,
sensible than
if
me.
they are better than Phil's, lead you to the identity of an event, a sports event. Your first clue is this. It takes place every, according to Andrea, year. The winner gets, according to Andrea, a yellow jersey. And the 2018 winner was, according to Andrea, Mr. Unicycle.
Come on.
It's almost as sensible as I'm dreading mine coming up. But it's Mr. Unicycle. Mr. Unicycle. So The Tour de France.
Is it the Tour de France, Andrea? It's the right answer. Very well done.
Well done!
I like the fact you get cycle in there somehow in that last
Unicycle.
answer. I can't believe they let you get away with that.
It's the unicycle.
It does take place every year. The winner certainly wears a yellow jersey, but they get €500,000 in prize money as well. But the yellow jersey is what's famous as the leader of the Tour de France. And the 2018 winner was Geraint Thomas of Wales.
Oh, Mr. Unicycle.
As they
his
called him in
friends.
Wales, Mr. Unicycle. Exactly. Phil, Adil filled in a few clues before the show, and they will lead you to a sport. Simple as that.
Okay.
What sport is Adil helping describe here? A famous name in this sport is, according to Adil, Hank Shapiro III.
Okay.
A famous team who play this sport are, according to Adil, New York Giants. And players wear, according to Adil, shoulder pads. So Hank Shapiro III, New York Giants and shoulder pads. What sport do you think Adil is trying to lead you towards there?
Well, it has to be American football.
Is it American football, Adil?
It is American
Well played.
football.
Very nicely done. Lots of famous names in the sport, of course. Tom Brady, all sorts of people, famous team. There's millions of them. And players do wear shoulder pads, amongst many other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrea.
I apologise in advance. I
Okay.
really do.
Andrea, Rita has completed 3 clues, which should lead you to a team, a sports team.
Right.
OK? And here are your clues. Their home ground is called, according to Rita, the Big Field.
Right.
The Big Field. OK.
Right.
Nice. OK, your next clue is a famous player is, according to Rita, Diego Maradona.
No.
OK, don't.
No, I just
Rita,
have a tick.
no more. And your final clue. In the 1980s, they won the FA Cup twice, according to Rita. So I don't know if you need any more information, but they play at the Big Field. One of their famous players is Diego Maradona, and they won the FA Cup twice in the 1980s.
I'm scared to look at you because I know you're trying to eyeball me clues. Andrea! I don't want to look at you.
Oh, I think I probably don't. Oh.
Did you say you think you know?
don't think
There's
you
no
know.
way you can
I
know.
do know.
Wow.
I think so.
I can't even remember myself.
I think
Andrea,
so.
do you want to guess a team?
Manchester United.
Is it Manchester? You don't know if it's Manchester.
I know it wasn't that.
OK.
Okay.
Adil,
I
you reckon
remember.
you know what it might be?
I think so.
Go on.
I think because they won the European Cup twice in the 1980s, and I'm going to go Liverpool.
Is it Liverpool?
Oh, I might know.
Oh, my goodness.
no, that'd have been great
You
if it
should,
was.
you should act for a living. That's my opinion.
I think it was Everton.
It was Everton was the answer.
Well, I was
Everton was the
close,
answer. Their home ground is called Goodison Park. Famous player, Gary Lineker, all sorts of different people, not Diego Maradona, but they would have loved that. And in the 1980s, they won the Football League title twice.
Right.
Well done if you did say Everton. That is the end of that round. Adil and Andrea, if you'd like to swap round again, please. Lovely to have you back, Andrea. Should we take a little look at the scores at the end of that round? Here's how we stand after 2 rounds of the final of House of Games.
Oh, dear.
Andrea off the mark with 1. Rita and Adil, you have 2. 4-point lead. Phil Wang. Well played, Phil. 3 more rounds to go. Our next round today is the elephant in the room. Before I tell you how we play this game, let's see what the elephant in the room is today. Arm. OK, arm is the elephant in the room. What I'm going to do now is ask you a series of questions. Buzz in, give me the correct answer, but you cannot say the word arm at any point, OK? Here is your first question. Which quiz show host became the voice of Danger Mouse in 2015? Yes, Andrea.
Oh, I was thinking of the one when I was young.
So was I.
I can't remember the long.
Although you were young in 2015.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Comparatively, yes.
Yeah. Anyone? Adil.
Alexander Strong.
Alexander Strong is the right answer. Alexander Armstrong becomes Alexander Strong. Nicely done.
Was it David Jason
Yeah, that's
originally?
what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Because
It
I was thinking that doesn't make any sense because it doesn't have an arm in it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's what I was thinking the same.
David Jason has no arms.
He's got no arms.
Next question. What was the name of the naval fleet sent to England by King Philip II in 1588? Yes, that is Andrea.
The Spanish Marder.
Oh, it's not, I'm afraid. Phil.
The Spanish Arda.
The Spanish Arda. Well done, you said that at home. Well played, Phil. Another point for you. Here's your next question. What is the title of this song? Yes, Adil.
Lady Mallard.
Is the right answer. You take arm out of marmalade, get yourself a marmalade. Next question, don't say arm. As recorded in his diary, what type of cheese did Samuel Pepys bury in his garden to save it from the Great Fire of London? Yes, Phil.
Pezan.
Is it Pezan? It is Parmesan.
Oh, well done.
Pezan. Here's your next one. What is the title of this song?
Oh.
Andrea.
Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Chiming.
Oh, stop playing in. Rita.
Prince Ching.
Well played, Rita. Prince King. Adam and the Ants, of course. Next question. Which group of England cricket supporters, now an official tour company, gained its name during the 1994 Five Ashes Tour? Yes, Phil.
By E.
Is it By E? It is. Barmy Army becomes By E. Final question in this round. What instrument does Stevie Wonder play on Chaka Khan's I Feel For You? Yes, Rita.
Her. Onica.
Harmonica? Of course it is. Harmonica.
Well done.
Harmonica. Well done,
Harmonica.
Rita. It's the end of that round. Good round for Rita there, good round for Phil as well. Let's take a look at what it's done to the scores. Andrea's got 1, Rita and Adil for each. Phil, 5-point lead back. Well played, Phil.
Well done, Phil.
He is going to be tough to catch, I would say. We've got 2 rounds to do it. Round 4 today, what's it going to be? It is... Where is Kazakhstan? Take tablets, please.
Oh, God.
I'm going to show you a map on those tablets, and the map today is Africa. OK? I'm going to ask you some questions. Find on the map where the answers are, please. Your first question is this. The ancient city of Carthage. Where on that map would you find the ancient city of Carthage? Have a little think at home as well. Point to the screen if you know where that might be. Let's find out where the city of Carthage... Well, I say let's find out where it is. Let's see where people are guessing it is. Andrea, where have you put Carthage? And take us through your thinking.
Right. No idea. Just put it somewhere.
So you've gone somewhere. Let's take a look at where you are.
Yeah.
It's in Egypt. Phil, did you have a thought process?
I used to play a computer game called Rome Total War.
Phil, you surprised me.
In between football practice. And I invaded Carthage all the time, and I think it was around here.
Oh.
OK. Rita, where have you gone?
I had absolutely no thought process. I just went wild stab in the dark, but not too far away from Phil. Not
Very
too far
close.
away from Phil at
Very
all.
close. Adil, where have you gone?
Big guess, not far from where Phil and Rita are, a bit further down. I just went for the biggest bit of landmass and just plonked it in.
I'll tell you, Egypt, we know we have an answer. We also have answers in Tunisia and in Algeria. OK? Where is Carthage? Who has won the point? Bill Wang, absolutely bang on.
Brilliant.
Tunisia is the answer.
And that's from video games.
That's just from video games.
Play
Wow.
video games, kids.
Yeah.
Play computer games, children.
Phil is bang on there. I wonder if you can point me to the answer to the following, please. Location of the 1974 fight between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, known as the Rumble in the Jungle. What do you think at home? Do you know where that was? And then do you know where that is? Phil, Wang, do you know the answer to this?
No, not exactly. I guess it would be sub-Saharan because you need the jungle.
Ethiopia. You've gone there. Rita, did you know the answer?
No, but what I did do is I originally, funnily enough, put mine over there and then I moved it 4 times for absolutely no reason.
Gotcha.
So I've moved it to there.
You're in the Congo.
Yes, I knew that.
Adil, where are you?
Oh, I've just gone for a wild guess, right in the middle.
You are in Chad.
Oh, it's not... I think I just remembered where it might be now.
Where do you think it might be?
Was Rumble in the Jungle... Was it Zaire?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. I can't think...
Andrea, what were you thinking?
So I was thinking, right, it's 1974, maybe South Africa.
In South Africa. Now, do you know this one at home? It was in Kinshasa,
Oh, Kinshasa.
which was in Zaire,
Zaire.
which is now known by a different name. Let's see who's won the point. Rita has won the point. It's the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
I mean, again, I didn't want to
So, yeah, it was very
sound
classily
and seem
done.
big-headed, so I just...
Very,
But I
very
knew that
nicely
all
done.
along.
Final question in this round. I wonder if you can find me this. The Serengeti National Park. That's one we've all heard of, right? What do you think at home about the Serengeti? Have a little point to the screen where you think that might be. Serengeti National Park. Rita, we'll start with you. Did you have a clue as to where it might be?
No. I mean, I've heard of it. I have no idea. So I went there.
The Botswana area.
Sure.
Adil, do you know it?
I've heard of it, and, you know, it's a quite popular one, so I've just gone with a very popular destination of South Africa.
Andrea, any clue?
I thought it was in Tanzania, but now I'm embarrassed in case I've put it in the wrong place.
Phil, where have you gone?
I feel like it's in Kenya, but I also feel Kenya is where Tanzania is.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, it's in Tanzania.
Okay.
Okay. I'll also tell you that, Andrea, you are in the right country because you're in Tanzania.
Oh, okay.
Phil, you thought it was Kenya, but you are in Tanzania. Who is closest? Oh! And that is a point to Andrea. That seems deserved. That is the end of that round. Tablets away, please. We have one round to go in this week's House of Games. I shall miss you all. It's been a wonderful week, but one round to go until we give away our trophy. Let's take a look at the leaderboard going into the final round. Andrea, doubling your points there.
Yeah.
Adil, 4 points. Rita, 5. Phil Wang, it's his to lose, 10 points. He's got a 5-point lead. Well played, Phil. One round to go in this week's House of Games. The final round, you know what it is. Of course it is. Answer Smash. You know how it works already. I'll show you a category. There'll be a picture, a clue underneath. Smash the answers together. Your first category on our final House of Games of the week is landmarks. Those will be the pictures. There'll be clues underneath. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer. Someone who gains entry to a party without being invited is called a what? Andrea.
I was going to call it Admiralty Gatecrasher, but I don't know if that's...
Is it Admiralty Gatecrasher?
Oh, it's Admiralty Arch,
It's not,
isn't it?
I'm afraid. Anyone else? Oh, Phil's so tempted.
Yeah,
doesn't want to lose a point there.
I'm tempted, but...
No one fancy it? Phil, you're not buzzing at all, but for the glory, what would you have gone for?
Is it Brandenburg Gatecrasher?
Is it Brandenburg Gatecrasher? You'd have got yourself a point there. You would have got yourself a point. But I think probably the wise thing to do. Next landmark, next clue. What is the first name of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's first child? That is Rita.
Marble Archie.
Is it Marble Archie? It is. Well done, Marble Archie and Archie. Nicely played. Next category on the final House of Games of the week is Welsh people. What does an entomologist study? Yes, that is Phil.
Anthony Hopkins sects.
Is it Anthony Hopkins?
Oh.
It is Anthony Hopkins. Well done. Anthony Hopkins and insects. What a lovely way to finish the week. Just showboating now. Next picture, next clue. Which fictional blue locomotive features in a series of books by the Reverend W. Awdry? Andrea.
I might have got his name wrong, and I'm so sorry. Is it Geraint Thomas the Tank Engine?
It is not, I'm afraid. You lose a point. No one? It's Ewan Thomas the Tank Engine. Ewan Thomas and Thomas the Tank Engine.
Sorry, Ewan.
Here's your next famous Welsh person, your next clue. Which song by Culture Club peaked at #2 in the UK charts in 1983? Yes, Andrea.
Charlotte Church of the Poison Mind?
Is it Charlotte Church of the Poison Mind? It certainly is. Well done, Charlotte Church of the Poison Mind. Next category is lead singers. Those will be the pictures, there'll be clues underneath. Which member of the 2018 England FIFA World Cup squad was awarded an MBE in the 2019 New Year's Honours? That is Andrea.
Is it Deborah Harry Redknapp?
It's not, I'm afraid. Adil.
Debbie Harry Kane.
Debbie Harry Kane. Debbie Harry Kane, well played. Is your next lead singer? We're done. We are done for the week. And a lovely week where everybody won a day. But only one person can win the trophy. First, let's see who won on Friday. I think it's no surprise to say Phil Wang by that traditional 5 points. Well played, Phil. Let's deal with the small matter of what prize you would like. There's the deck chair, there's the sparkling wine you mustn't drink, there's the doll, there's the slippers, and there is the scent you mustn't wear.
Well, I don't have a garden, so I won't take the deck chair. I'll take the Richard Osman action figure.
Phil Wang takes home the action doll. Well played, Phil. Congratulations. And we have a trophy to give away. Listen, I've done this before, but if you want to know if this is high quality, OK? Ooh! It certainly is. Our champion this week has been a brilliant week. It's been closely fought every single day. There can only be one winner, and that winner is Mr. Phil Wang. 5 points, of course.
Thank you so much.
Well played, Phil.
Thanks, everyone.
What a week to win. Also, the way to do it, one on Monday, one on Friday, everyone else one in between. The perfect way to... What a gent. Yeah. What a gent and a scholar you are, Phil Wang. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you all for playing. It's been a real treat this week. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Phil. Thank you for joining us as well. We will see you next time on the House of Games.
Thank you, everyone. I didn't come to make friends, but I have.
Aww.